Hi guys, how are you? Okay, let's see. One of the things I wanted to talk about, a couple of things actually. Mikey, singing bull guy, I guess, must have heard about trolls or trolling him, whatever. I don't troll him, okay? If you understand the definition of the meaning troll, the modern definition is saying something offensive to someone or about someone. What the historical troll or trolling, what that actually means is scouting. You basically are checking out an area and uncovering any of the dangers and downfalls, or in this case, lies, that people are doing. So that's a little historic context. Anyway, one of the things I want to talk about, my brother DHP had mentioned in a previous video, I'll try and link it here, but it's about the religions and how the spiritual and New Age community and Christianity, Judea, Islam, Hinduism, Taoism, you name it. It's all meshing. In other words, it's all becoming one. And that they may be using the spiritual community to do this, which it makes sense, quite frankly. Because what happens in the spiritual community is, okay, I've always been faith-based by Yeshua, okay? Jesus, whatever you guys want to call him. I say Yeshua. Anyway, they start adapting these things like the chakras, the different spiritual communities, the galactics, everything into this abortion of a new religion in their mind. And admittedly, I was there. I had to go through that. I had to go through it. And I understand it. But most people don't. Most people don't see that as wrong. And, my whole thing is okay, I've been gifted as a child. I got forced to suppress it and choke it down, and it awakened again. But anyway, what I'm getting at with this abomination of meshing of, quote, religious views, there's a physical and a spiritual, okay? Even within our own faith, okay? In other words, Jesus has said before, you can be within the world, but not of the world. And that, to me, my interpretation is of spirit. Your soul, your creation. These bodies are separate. It's a carrier for our soul, is the way I look at it. Our soul continues on when this body dies. And, but basically, this industrial abortion, this industrial meshing, this industrial abomination of mixing the faiths, like, well, now this is my belief. Belief and faith are different, okay? You can believe in one thing, okay? I believe that we are much more powerful than any church will give you credit for. I believe we do have inherent gifts. I call them gifts of the Spirit, fruits of the Spirit, whatever you want to call them. I call them graces. But people don't want to hear those things. Okay, then explain to me how a mother or a father knows when their child is in trouble when they are nowhere near them. That is something you just can't explain. That's a gift. That's an understanding. That is separated by miles, hundreds of thousands of miles in some cases. But a parent knows. Okay? That's one of the things that aren't talked about, and they like to label it as mysticism. But see, even in the spiritual community and the Catholics and the Christians, not Catholics, but the Christians, They talk about, the gifts and fruits, but yet they deny them as soon as they come up, you know. But getting back to the meshing of religions here, all these beliefs are now becoming this abomination I'll take a piece of this because I don't like that, I'll take a piece of this. Oh, this kind of seems to fit good, but yet all it's doing is dividing and dividing and dividing, dividing, dividing. You know, I don't care what faith you are as far as religion goes. I'm not a big proponent of religion by any means. I have a hard time calling myself a Christian because of the stupidity of Christians out there. If I, mention something, this is what the verse means. Oh, that's not what it means. You don't know. No. To me, the whole Bible and all the supporting Apocrypha, yes, I do. Why wouldn't you want to look at the Apocrypha? Why wouldn't you want to understand history? Because there's truth within everything. I get it. But, Bible only, you're selling yourself short. There's many books out there written in those time frames up to and after the coming of Jesus or Yeshua. But again, this clear meshing and interweaving of galactics and religion and faith and beliefs, it's all wonderful and mystical and magical. You don't get it. You can believe in something, but faith is something totally different. Your faith is in God. Now there's people out there who want to go, source energy, light. Okay, we're starting to argue about, what you call God, and it's pretty stupid. But at the same respect, the spiritual community does not want to acknowledge God, the New Age, God. The only time they want to acknowledge God is when it's good for them. They'll bring Jesus into it all the time, or Yeshua. But, most of them look at him as an ascended master. They don't look at him as God or the Son of God. Anyway, this is something that if you're unfamiliar with it, but most of you are probably walking it. I get it. And this is why I am doing what I'm doing. My brother DHP, I'm going to try and remember to post that link to the video of how he basically is saying that, the spiritual community is almost leading to the one world religion. And, I think if he's not 100% right, it is the catalyst. It is a catalyst towards it. I wholeheartedly acknowledge it. I wholeheartedly believe what he's saying. Excuse me. But anyway, I'll have another video popping up here later. I got something else on my mind.